Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner and Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. This is the MLB Odds Couple show for Monday, April 10th. Mike Brenner and I, of course, are doing two produced Odds Couple shows a week where we take a look ahead to the upcoming series and we post our record. The official picks that we give every day are in the morning show, which you can watch. That's at 10:30 Eastern time, and that, of course, is up on our YouTube channel all day long. Let's throw the record up, Mike Brenner, because as of right now, we're both positive units, and I already added another winner today.
Yes,
I had the first 5 innings under, and of course my two
good call.
my two other
you went
picks
back and forth with that and back and forth. You made the right call.
I'm feeling baseball pretty well right now. My two other picks for today, of course, are Houston on the second half minus 120 and KC minus 1 at about plus 134. But you're having a positive year as well,
How's
Mike
them
Brenner.
Tigers doing today by any?
It's tied in the 8th. So
I need them on the money
that's
line.
one that you have. But we're both up a handful of units. Hopefully we can keep it going. Hopefully we can keep it going. All right. So the upcoming series, some interesting stuff.
Sure is.
Let's see, some interesting series. First of all, San Diego goes into Colorado, and the first thing that jumps out at me is Jared Weaver on Tuesday getting his start at Coors, and he already got pounded by the Dodgers once this year. Oh, my God.
He's going to get shellacked.
I mean.
Well, then again, who knows, Pete?
Yeah,
Anything
who knows?
can happen, but
feels like make money fading him while you can, because he's going to be out of the rotation soon, even in San Diego.
Doubt.
They're just going to take some youngster and throw him in there.
Exactly. We went through this last year with the Giants with Tim. Remember the guy with the long hair, that pitcher, that young kid?
Tim Lincecum.
Yeah,
and also with the other guy who, oh God, what was that? Hell was this guy's name? The big.
The knuckleballer.
No. The big. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name.
Sabathia?
No. He started for the Reds. His name is slipping my mind, but he was just like this. He was getting crushed every single time out. Although it was interesting that the few times that we thought he was definitely going to get crushed here, he would actually come in and have a good game. I think he might have even had a good game at Coors one start.
Yeah. Who was that?
It was a guy for Cincinnati.
Damn
I can picture.
Pete.
He's got like a chubby face.
I know. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll remember. But it feels like the same deal with Jared Weaver. Just fade him until he's out of the starting lineup, and have to assume out of the starting rotations. Have to assume he's going to get crushed here. Yeah. And then on the other side of things, Bartolo Colon, unreal, started off again with a fine start, and he's going to get another start on Tuesday.
I know it, and you know this happened last year, except he was in a Mets uniform. So Atlanta, I think, has done well picking him up. It might be good for the youngsters in that rotation, and also for their bullpen. And they got a farm system that's really got some good pitching right now. So I think it was a good pickup, Pete.
Now he's going up against Miami. They have a decent lineup, but that could be another pitcher-friendly park. Who knows what is after Colon? I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be thinking there.
Yeah, me neither. But I am impressed with Colon so far. I think it was a good move.
And then James Shields, another guy who was at times a guy who felt like an auto fade, just going to get crushed every time out. In spring, he got hit sometimes, but he also had some decent starts. His first start this year was okay overall, but he had a lot of walks. My sense is he might be vulnerable here against Cleveland.
I think so too. And Carrasco's on the mound from what I'm seeing, you know. And last year, of course, he went through some issues himself. But I think Shields will be vulnerable, and the reason is the interior of that roster. All right, this remember last year they had the most changes of any roster.
Yeah.
Well, this year they've already imploded that one as well. So when you got a pitcher that's not sure about the bats behind him, Pete, and what's behind him defensively, I think that could really leave him to a vulnerable spot. I think that's really something you got to look at. And I'm going to be looking at Cleveland to bounce back hard from that sweep they just endured.
Yeah. And Carrasco has a live arm, so I'm thinking that we'll see what the line is when it comes out.
Salazar's the day after going up against Holland, Derek Holland.
That's right. That's a little bit different, but in this spot, I'm thinking hopefully the line won't be too big. Cleveland will be a pretty big favorite though. And then J.A. Happ, some people were expecting. I was one of them. I was expecting a regression from his first start this year.
Good.
Was excellent. Yes. His spring was very good.
I know.
So maybe we won't see a regression from
wrong. And I go back to when I used to fade him 4 or 5 years ago when he was with the Phillies. I used to fade that guy.
Sure.
But something happened. He found the fountain of youth, and he's rejuvenated, Pete. He's absolutely producing.
9 strikeouts, no walks. He's reminding me a little bit of Cliff Lee right now. Cliff Lee was in that zone. His spring was good. So Willie Peralta on the other side, though, for Milwaukee, also had a good spring and also had a good first start. So
but
I'm not
telling
sure
you,
yet.
I think at the end of the day, I'm going to go with Happ on that one. And
All right, we shall see. We shall see. Then another interesting game on Tuesday is the Mets at Philly, and Matt Harvey questions with how his health would be, and he actually did hit the mid-90s in his first start, looking like he might be, if not 100% at his top form, maybe 85, 90% his top form. And on the other side, Clay Buchholz looks very, very vulnerable right now.
I'm telling you, and I think that's why Boston unloaded him. And Philadelphia, that just shows you how possibly desperate they are in the rotation, Pete. He's not going to be a savior. He's one that I'm definitely looking to fade. It's hard enough switching teams and then fitting in and finding that gel, new stadium, new pitch and mound, everything. I mean, those are the dynamics. But I think this guy's already mentally thinking he's on his way out, and that's not going to bode well. I think the Mets might feed off of him, especially if Harvey just brings a half a decent game.
Yeah. So we'll see what that line is. Obviously, the Mets are going to be a favorite as they are today. I mean, you see what kind of a size favorite they are today with not a huge starting pitching advantage.
I know, because Eichhoff, you had a really good read on Eichhoff last year. You know that,
so the Mets might be minus 160, minus 180 even. We'll see. But
we'll see by the turnout.
And then let's see what else is.
You got another one interesting. You know, you got with the Cardinals in Washington, you got Lynn going up against Gonzalez tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
Yes, on Tuesday. Yeah,
that's going to be an interesting game.
And Lynn looked pretty decent in his spring. Starts coming back from his injury, and his first start was also pretty decent. So Lynn looks like he's going to be okay. I wouldn't want to take him there on the road though at Washington.
I think Gonzalez is going to fit real nice tomorrow. I think he's going to throw a gem. I'm really looking to support him on that one.
And then looking at some of the Wednesday games, Luis Perdomo is starting for San Diego, and he looks like he's also likely to get crushed at Coors as well.
Coors Field is going to put the curse on him where pitchers go to die, baby.
Yeah, so it looks like, I don't know, just on paper it looks like Colorado at the very least with their team total overs might be a good bet.
I think so too, Pete. I really do.
And then one bet that I made that I picked that I gave out that was just really bad. I knew it when I made it. I was a zombie on Friday. I knew I shouldn't have done it. I did take the Mets with Zach Wheeler on the first 5 innings.
Yeah.
He did have good velocity in the first inning of that start, and it looked like he was going to be okay, but then his velocity dipped.
It went downhill. Yeah.
And he started to get hit. Velasquez on the other side, though, for Philly should be better. So I'm thinking maybe, if we expect a good start from Wheeler, first 5 innings under, or if not. But I think Velasquez is probably going to have a good start here.
I think so, too. There's another interesting one also, Pete, tomorrow. It's Texas and L.A. The Angels are playing good ball right now.
Yes, they are.
Surprising a lot of people. And when you score 7 runs in the bottom of the ninth to win a game that you were out of, that does amazing things for momentum moving forward. Sometimes that carries the team throughout the year. It's that spark. But I like Skaggs in this position going up against Hamels. I think Hamels going to struggle on the road this year. And now with Mike Trout and Pujols really picking up, I think that's going to be a dangerous place for Texas to be.
Yeah, you might be right, because definitely Texas is going to be at least a small favorite. We'll see how big they are. But L.A. is also deceptively dangerous because they're strong defensively. They have one of the strongest outfields defensively. They have Andrelton Simmons at shortstop, who's awesome defensively.
And they weren't expected to do a whole lot this year or make a lot of noise. So those teams like that, they don't have the pressure, Pete. And I think that's where they show up. That's how you score 7 runs at the bottom of the fucking ninth.
They might be an undervalued team because, again, they're going to be good defensively. If they can put some offense around Trout, there will be a synergistic effect. So, I'll be keeping my eye out for the Angels there for sure. What else is caught your eye?
There's another one that's kind of interesting. You got Arizona, 6-1, Pistol Pete. They're going up tomorrow against San Francisco. You got Robbie Ray pitching against Samardzija. That's going to be a battle. I really think San Francisco might really not today, as we're filming this. I think tonight San Francisco is going to get it done. But I think Samardzija tomorrow is going to really find out what he's all about. This is second, I believe, or third year with them. I think Arizona is going to get a taste of the road, and they're going to figure out it's not as kind as home because 6-1 out of the gate. Again, another team they didn't give a whole lot, of credibility to besides Goldschmidt. So.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. We'll see. And Samardzija had, one of these. It's his second time off. He faced Arizona in his first start. Yeah. A lot of strikeouts, but gave up 3 home runs.
That's what killed him last year.
He might have a better start here. I'm agreeing with you that at least for this series, Arizona might come back down to earth. Although in general, I am pretty high on them. As an undervalued team, I don't think the market's going to quite catch up.
I think San Francisco's bats are going to be picking up at home. So if Samardzija keeps up that home run deal, this might be a series to look at the over.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I am.
I don't know. I'm leaning under today in the San Francisco game today, and tomorrow we'll see what the total is. But I'm probably going to be leaning under as well. All right. And then let's see the Wednesday.
Houston and Seattle. That's going to be an interesting one. Miranda going up against Musgrave.
Yes, Houston and Seattle today. Again, I did take Houston as one of my official picks on the second half, avoiding Paxton. The rest of it, though, I mean, Seattle has some life to them. At some point, they're going to be a winning team with. But again, I'm just not looking to bet against Houston in any situation right now. So that's kind of a series I'm staying away from.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Seattle might pick up some they're at home in that
Yes,
game,
yes.
and I got a feeling tomorrow with Miranda, I think
Yeah,
they might get it done.
You might be right there. You might be
Yeah,
right.
buddy,
Again,
I
I'm
think
just
I'm
not.
gonna
We'll
be
see what the
pulling that
line
trigger.
is, though.
Yeah.
It's tough for me to bet against
No,
Houston
no
now
doubt.
in any
Absolutely.
situation.
Absolutely.
All right. So what else? Is there anything else that's caught your eye?
Pretty
That's
much
about
everything
it.
that caught my eye,
Yeah,
Pistol
all
Pete.
right.
Besides, well, we talked about. Oh no, Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you got Davies.
Yeah,
rookie,
Davis,
the rookie
yeah.
Davies guy going up against one of your favorites from last year,
Well,
Tyon.
James and Tyon, yeah. Good
he
first
cashed you
start.
some
Yes,
tickets last
excellent
year.
first start. Yep.
Yeah, so Pittsburgh might be grinding, and McCutcheon's starting to find a little life in the bat, Pete. So that may be one. But Cincinnati's that team again this year. It just feels like they're going to surprise at times, but they're going to get beat down. And I just can't get a feel for them. Votto and company. Any thoughts on them?
So your take on this one is that Cincinnati might win, but also Pittsburgh might win.
No, I'm saying moving forward for the whole year. I'm
Right.
just talking Cincinnati
Right,
in general.
right.
No, I like Pittsburgh with Tyon tomorrow.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
think that rookie Davis is going to get it done, but I'm
Yeah.
saying it looks like Cincinnati again this year for me is that team that I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I think they might be okay. The pitching obviously is going to be a huge deal, and Amir Garrett is going on Wednesday, and he had a good first start, but he does have he's a youngster with a live arm, does have a history of control issues, and I could easily see that coming up on the road.
Yeah,
in
Pittsburgh
this
definitely
game.
might. They
Yeah.
might expose that, Pete.
So I would vaguely be agreeing with you that in general I'm leaning towards Pittsburgh in this series in general.
I think it's time for them to pick it
Yeah.
up, and according to what they're talking about in the paper, same thing. Everybody in that locker room hasn't lost any faith. So
Yeah,
we'll see
I would
what
vaguely
happens.
be agreeing with you on Pittsburgh in both of those games, but I think the big thing we're looking for is for Jared Weaver to get crushed in Colorado, and probably Luis Perdomo on Wednesday.
He might not even show up after he watches what happens to him. Now watch this. We might say, "Oh, this Weaver might throw a damn no-no or something."
Could easily happen. What the hell was that guy's name?
I know
He
you're
pitched
still
for
thinking
Cincinnati.
about it.
Was his last name Silva? God, I can
God,
picture his
come on.
face.
Wama,
I can't
do you remember?
We'll
I don't
figure it
think
out.
Wama,
We'll bring
yeah.
it up in the next show.
Matter of fact, we're going to throw that picture up because this is who it is. We're going to find him.
We'll find it. But at any rate, so Mike Brenner, first week in baseball has gone well for us. Hopefully we can maintain it. Don't forget to tune into our show tomorrow morning where we'll have our Tuesday plays officially. We'll see if Mike Brenner and I are going to fade Jared Weaver or James Shields any which way with overs, team total overs, whatever. We'll see. That'll be tomorrow morning in the live show.
That's right. It's going to be interesting. Hey, guys, make sure you click that subscribe button and also hit that like button. Let us know that you like us. And if you don't, still hit that like button because we're the Odds Couple coming to you.
Well, this episode of The Odds Couple is over. But if you give us a like and click SBR's logo at the bottom of the screen to subscribe, then you'll get all the upcoming videos as soon as they come out. And don't forget to take advantage of our website. There's free picks, live betting lines, and sportsbook reviews and ratings guides, and a whole lot more. Check it out now.